Hello to our dear friends and our beautiful souls watching a new episode of Positive Living. Today's focus is once again skincare and beauty, and in specific, a new procedure that has come into the world of beauty. Then please take a visit to your dermatologist to find out more and to learn whether you are a fit candidate.
Do you know threads are used for sagging skin? Yes, you heard it right. Threads can be used for lifting the sagging skin, and they have been used for this purpose for more than 60 years in medicine. Over the years, the use of threads has changed, and many of the complications which used to be seen with the threads have become less and less. There are different type of threads which are used over the years. We will talk about the threads which are now used, which are called PDO threads. PDO stands for polydioxinone. Polydioxinone is a synthetic biomolecule which, when inserted in the skin, does not cause any harmful reactions. The second important thing about this is it is auto-degradable. So within the skin it degrades and breaks away, melts away within 5 to 6 months and is taken away by the urine out of the body. So this is the material which has been used in skin sutures inside the body for more than 30 to 40 years in surgical procedures, and now it is being increasingly used in skin for lifting the sagging skin. The use of PDO in skin sutures or skin lifting is becoming more and more common. The other material which is used for skin sutures or the skin threads is polycaprolactone, which lasts a bit longer. Now these threads are of different types because they have a bit of hooks or cogs which help in lifting or hooking the skin much better and giving a lift to the sagging skin. The PDO threads can be single thread, they can be cog threads, which is a thread with hooks attached on one side or hooks on both the sides, or it can be multiple threads. So in one thread there are a lot of threads which are intertwined together. Most of these threads, they have different indications for lifting, for improving the hollowness, for improving the texture of the skin. So what are the indications for using the threads? The indications for using the threads, as we discussed, one is sagging of the skin and improving the hollows and the static lines or the wrinkles. So my friends, we'll take a short break here and we will discuss more about the indications, the complications and the side effects of the threads after a short break. Welcome back. Thank you for staying tuned. We were talking about the PDO threads and the polycaprolactone or the PCL threads, which is the new generation of threads. And we discussed how many types of threads are there and what are the difference in their structure. Now we will discuss what are their potential uses, their complications, and the side effects associated with the threads. So, the important uses for the threads include lifting of the sagging skin, improving the static lines like those on the neck, on the forehead, improving the hollow under the eyes. The way in which the threads work is, it is said that 70% comes from neocollagenesis, which means that new collagen is generated around the threads. 30% comes from the mechanical lifting. So, collagen generation is much more important for giving the results of the threads. What are the potential complications or the risks and the side effects associated with the threads? Some pain is expected when we are doing the threads. A little bit of swelling is common associated with the threads, bruising. These are things which are considered normal or natural with this procedure. So these are to be expected. There is a lot of concern regarding the fibrosis or the talayuf associated with the threads. But with the PDO threads, the advantage is they don't stay in the skin for a very long time. So the chances for fibrosis is minimized. The complications of the thread include kinking of the threads. The threads may show through the skin. The other important complication is extrusion of the thread, that is, the thread may come out of the skin. The third important complication could be a bruise and a vascular compromise in an area. The thread may touch on a nerve and cause a pain in that area. These are complications which can happen associated with the threads. But when it is done in a proper way, and these are all reversible complications. So it's important to understand that it's a medical procedure. It's not something which is unassociated with complications or side effects. But if it is done well, we don't expect to see many complications. And at the same time, these side effects or complications can be corrected and improved. There is always a risk of infections associated with the threads. So please listen to the advice after the threads. Listen to the precautions which are to be taken after the threads. And as with any medical procedure, look for a certified doctor to do these procedures for you. It is a medical procedure. It is not something which is to be done in the saloons or with unqualified people. So my friends, take care of your skin, take care of your health, and we wish you all the very best, and I hope my talk gave you some information and some insight into the cosmetic world associated with the threads. Thank you.